Welcome to Beyond the Stripes, and I'm delighted to say we're joined by your new favourite fighter, Olena Kolesnyk. Olena, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Good morning. Thank you.
No worries. Well, the first things first, when we caught up with you last week, we had the news that you'd just been robbed. Can you take us through what happened?
Yeah, we have an interesting meeting with you. So I don't know how it's going on, but in USA they have some people who can just copy your card and make like a duplicate, like a copy, and go to another ATM and just stole money. So they copy my Ukrainian MasterCard and they stole my money, which I saved for food, and they stole $400, which make me, I don't know, for first time I'm not so upset and was just in shock because I was in D class.
Mm.
I was on tatami, and at this moment when I was on tatami and make my job, choke other people, somebody from another part of the city of Las Vegas at this right moment steal my money from ATM. And for me, as born in not the best district, like I wouldn't call it ghetto, but
Mhm.
I thought I prepare for everything in this life because I born near the prison and near cemetery. So, but I wasn't ready for this. And like, whoa, how? They didn't have a PIN code. They didn't have a card. But now my gangster boys text me after a while. They said they put some machine on gasoline station and some small shops. I said, but I not use this card couple months. Last time, by the way, in London, they say like no, like they can copy it couple months ago and only now stole this money. And like what? They say yeah, it's popular now, and I'm like, good to know, but sorry about this money. But I text to Ukrainian police, and I spoke with a detective local. So we will see. I'm not believe that they come back my money, but at least if we can stop some people to some bad people for protect the good people, I have two hands, two legs, and God give me this money back. I'm sure about it. But what about if he stole it from single mom or some person who was lost money at all? So I would like just to find them, and if I find out that I know this person, he better change this country.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Well, honestly, we really felt for you and we're thinking of you. So hopefully it gets sorted. But I think it's great that you're raising awareness for it as well. So hopefully it won't happen to anyone else. And like it would be really remiss of us not to mention what's happening in Ukraine at the moment. So I guess how are your family and friends?
My family, friends, well, like all Ukrainians, are in a big pressure. But all we can do is pray to God that war is stop and just believe in our army that they protect us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, honestly, we're thinking of everyone over in Ukraine, and I think the response has been incredible, really inspirational, like inspiring the whole world. So yeah, absolutely on that. And what part of Ukraine did you grow up in, and how did you originally get into combat sports?
I grew up in a beautiful part, my opinion, one of the beautiful part of Ukraine. It's my hometown. It's Odessa. It's around Black Sea, and I grew up and raised near the sea. A lot of activity, a lot of swimming, but I never make sport as a professional. I'm from intelligent family, from the family of teachers, from the family of microbiologists, and like I supposed to be a teacher. My first degree is a teacher of English and literature, and I'm supposed to be a teacher if I not fall in love in wrestling. Then my life totally changed, and my lifestyle changed. But if I give the word, I keep promise. I give my degree, my diploma to my parents. I was really successful in study, and I supposed to be a teacher at university, not in local school. But I choose another way. I choose to be a fighter, to be a sportsman. My parents maybe accepted only a couple years ago, and I'm already fight almost 15 years. So yeah, so the way wasn't so easy, but the way was definitely fun, and I still keep going, and I'm still going forward to my destination, to my goals which I put to myself. But yeah, but nowadays I have a 3 degree, and my parents cannot complain that I'm not well educated, you know. So I hope for now they don't have a question about my education, because and nowadays I going to have in couple of years my fourth degree in psychology. So now there is no more question. Now they have another one question, where's our grandchildren's? I said with this one it will be a little bit more complicated. So we need to find good father for them. Are you agree with it? Yeah, we are. We need to find you some Ukrainian good guy. I said, but they're in army now, not good time for this. Okay, after work. I said, okay, we will think about it. We will come back to this conversation after work. So yeah.
That's so funny. And so have you always been into MMA? Can you remember the first fight you watched?
Yeah, I never been in MMA. I mean, I started only in 2016. My first fights which I ever watched, it was K1 fights in Japan. It was a huge inspiration for me. As soon as I watched them, I cannot even like say something. I saw heavyweight Grand Prix. I saw what, like I told you, like I told everyone, magic happened and all our dreams became true. I saw on TV Race F. Now I have opportunity to work with this legend and see his every day. I saw fights of Peter Wright, of Badr Hari. I saw the fights in 70 kilo, which was close to me, like Masata, like Artur Kishenko from my hometown. So I saw the K1 fights and they make me more inspiration. And that's why I start to make Muay Thai and then transition to boxing. So striking, it's like closer to my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2015, I take a decision that amateur boxing is good, but payment is not well, and I'm not became younger. As most of the girls of our team, I left it. Somebody left because they became pregnant and start my family. I keep follow my dream to be a champion. You know, I won Ukraine national championship. I won international championship. So, but for me was main goal. I want to be a world champion. I became a world champion after a while of World Cup K1 and the WACO. And then I won the last year. I spontaneous and I take part in World Jiu-Jitsu, World Combat Jiu-Jitsu, where you can punch and choke. So it became world champion there. But amateur is good, especially when you have more than 200 fights, you know. But I would like to be a champion in pro MMA. So now the main goal, and as it was this year, it's a belt of PFL. So I prepare myself for the next year for 2023, because I'm sure I show that I can show a good fights. And this year was really successful for me. I won 2 good girls. One of them was UFC veteran. Her fights even not twice, 3-4 times bigger than I have total in MMA. Of course, I not count like my amateur career, but this is what my basic give me. But still, it's amateur, it's not professional. So I prove that I'm a good fighter and I not take easy chances and I never say no to fight. So, and I'm ready for any opponent and kill or be killed. My fights is so always interesting to watch. So me be total dominant in the fight or I lost the fight. There is nothing else between. This is who am I in real life, and this is who am I as a fighter. So the next year was, as you know now, I'm training in USA in Las Vegas in Extreme Couture, Randy Couture gym. We have a great coach. His name is Dennis Davis. Really tricky, really smart. Like he changed my game. That's why this year was so successful. I have a huge inspiration, like from my godfather, from Ray Sefo. This man saved my life, and he's legend. What can I say?
Yeah,
So I'm
we
working on my
we
yeah.
absolutely love watching you fight. I think like we've spent the week watching all of your old fights as well, and like you say, they're always entertaining. Is it something that you look to do, like first and foremost, is to entertain the crowd when you go out there?
What the reason? It's a performance. We need to look at this not like on Fashion Week, Victoria's Secret. We need to look at this like we are gladiators in
Mm.
the arena, and Caesars and the crowd watch us. People come there to have fun. So our job to make entertainment. Yes, of course, if it's possible to dream, I wish I can finish my fights, everyone in the first round. But it's depends from the opponent. We all prepare well, and as I told you, I don't take a bullshit fights. All my opponents was like good high level girls, and especially my first two losses, which I cannot forget. I wouldn't hide because with team before uh, I prepare for striker. I'm going to fight with the jiu-jitsu master. Again, second fight, Felicia Spencer. She retirement now. Oh, she make taekwondo. Fuck, she fucking black belt in jiu-jitsu. What the fucking taekwondo are you talking about? So, now I have normal team, which give me the whole list, like what this girl do. We make a plan against this girl, and we make a full camp of preparation and how to find her weakness. That's why, as I told you, that's why this year was so successful, but it can be more successful if I have a belt on my belly. But, you know, God have for each of us own way. So I'm just passion. I'm waiting, like, and I'm prepare myself well. So next year will be good.
Yeah, next year is going to be amazing. Like you say, you're at one of the best gyms in the world, and you can
That's
really
true.
tell. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So it's been a pleasure catching up with you today. It really has. You've got fans in us. We love watching you, as I said. And so one more question, and it's kind of
Yep.
next 5 years. What do you want to achieve?
I want to be a MMA champion in professionals. I want to have a belt. I want to have a represent my country, Ukraine, in the high level of MMA, which I do right now, but I want to be a champ. It's not enough to represent. I want to be a voice of my country, a voice of my people to show who we are and from where we are, that we have a strong spirit and we never ever give up in anything.
Really, really inspirational stuff. Well, as I say, you've got fans in us. We'll be supporting you every time you're in the cage. So, yeah, all the very best wishes for the future. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you too.